and welcome. Here at Voxwomen, we want to keep you up to date with all the latest developments and innovations within women's cycling. We're going to take a closer look and find out more information about the all-new Liv Langma with Liv Global Product Marketing, Jen Audia, and world-class professional cyclist Paulinea Rooijakkers of Liv Racing Team. But first, let's go and take a look at the bike.
The all-new Langma Advance SL Disc takes performance to new levels, so you can climb like a pro, corner like a pro, sprint like a pro, and kick some serious ass like a pro. The official bike of the Liv Racing World Team.
Well, wasn't that a great video? I'm excited to learn more, and I have now Jen Audia here with us. Jen, how long has the Langma been in the design process, and how long does that take from the initial thought, then into the design process, and then to the final product?
Great question, Hannah. So honestly, the second generation Langma, which we just launched, started July 5th, 2017, as soon as we launched the first generation. As soon as reviews start coming in from our professional athletes who are out there racing it, and the Langma riders, people who are buying these bikes and outputting them to the test in their backyard and the hill climbs, all of that feedback that comes in really helps to set the tone for what improvements we're going to make for the next generation Langma. So over the course of 3 years, we were really listening carefully to those insights. And then it's roughly about 1.5 years out that we really start putting kind of pen to paper in terms of laying out that new geometry or making the improvements to the stiffness and adding those aero features, developing the components. All of that stuff really starts to take shape. For the Langma, the second generation really occurred in the late fall of 2019. So we're seeing a product that's definitely been a few years in the making, and it's really exciting to finally see it come out and out for our riders and our athletes.
Yeah, it's such a long process, isn't it? Because you go from that's 3.5 years ago almost. So tell us about the bike itself. I mean, what's different here? What makes it different to other Liv bikes in the range?
Sure. So the Langma range is really our all-around road bike. It's exceptional, pretty much as a video showcase for climbing, descending, sprinting, and that's why it's the ideal choice for the Liv Racing World Team. It really excels in all of those conditions. And, for us, it helps to kind of provide riders who aren't racers a bike that's lightweight and exceptional for just going out and putting in long rides, doing climbs, and just out having fun.
So for someone who's watching tonight, who does this bike appeal to?
I would say it's kind of a broad audience, honestly. Anyone who is either looking to race or, anyone who's just looking for a bike that excels when you're climbing and descending, that has that attitude, that get up and go, almost that, fast feeling underneath you when you're out. When you're putting every pedal stroke in, you're getting that fast acceleration, quick handling. So anyone who's looking for those characteristics, I think, will be quite happy with the Langma.
So anyone who thrives off the adrenaline of speed and likes to feel the wind in their hair will
Exactly.
certainly excel and thrill on this bike. When they get on the bike though, what are they going to experience? I mean, compared to other bikes that you've designed and made before, what's the feel and the experience for the rider?
I think right off the bat, you're going to feel a great fit. We paid attention to a lot of details. Our geometry is really intentional, not only meeting kind of the desired kind of fit for the purpose, but also for that intended rider height. So, they're going to immediately feel comfortable within this bike. When they put down that pedal stroke, like I said, they're going to feel that acceleration. There's been really significant updates to the frame construction, especially to the Langma Advanced SL disc model, that allow this bike to be lighter. It's 60 grams lighter than the first generation, and 20% greater transmission stiffness. So, that acceleration is going to come quickly as soon as that rider engages with the pedal stroke. And then, from that as well, they're also going to feel incredible handling. We improved the lateral stiffness on the fork by 50%, which is a really dramatic update. And that did come in from the World Team riders, and just from riders in general who were looking for a bike that was a bit stiffer, that handled and cornered better than the previous generation.
You just mentioned the racing team, Liv Racing, and how much input and how valuable is that for you as a brand?
It's extremely valuable. I mean, our relationship with our professional athletes is critical. If they're feeling confident and successful and out there, frankly, winning and having fun, that matters to us. Truly, as we say, athlete tested, race proven is the Liv brand, and the Langma is the perfect bike to define that statement. So over the past few years, from athletes like Corinne Rivera to Mariana Voss to Paulina, who's with us today, they've ridden and raced previous generations of the Langma that have offered, that direct feedback. One of the big improvements we made to the fork was increasing the tire clearance to 32 millimeters. So now the team is able to, put on a tire that's a little bit bigger if needed, especially for Paris-Roubaix and any races that involve cobblestones. So those types of direct rider feedback is really critical to what we're doing as a brand, with the products we're making, but also how we're continuing to support women's cycling in general. That's a really important element to our brand, is not only creating the best products, but creating more opportunities for women.
Well, Jen, that's incredibly insightful. Thanks so much for your time. And off the back of that now, I'm delighted to welcome Paulinea Rooijakkers of Liv Racing Team to give her perspective as a professional rider. Paulinea, I hear you're on an altitude training camp in Livigno. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's my first time on altitude training camp, so still so far it's really beautiful in Livigno, and I'm enjoying a lot here. It feels quite tough, you can feel it, but yeah, the training are doing really good so far. So
brilliant, great to hear. How long have you been riding on the Liv Langma? Sort of what have you experienced? Because I think we can just see in the background you've got your bike just there as well.
Yeah, I'm living in a small apartment, so my bike is in my room. But yeah, just in the beginning of the year, we were to test the bike and the new Langma, and yeah, it was straight away a pleasure to ride on it, and also the design that they made on it is really beautiful. It fits the kids perfect, and I think the team and Liv Cycling work really great in this, and to show that it's really like for women, and like the purple color also, it's like special. So yeah, it's nice to ride it from the beginning of January with it all.
And you've been racing on this bike, so how does the bike handle? How does it feel in a race scenario as opposed to just training as well?
Yeah, from the other bikes, this one is stiffer and lighter, so I'm really like that it's like stiffer, so you can handle it in the downhills, in the corners, really good. And I know that a lot of girls are happy with that they can have bigger tires for Paris-Roubaix, the 32 millimeters, so we're happy with that it fits. And yeah, especially I'm a climber, and the feeling with the bike on the climb is it's perfect, because since this year I'm happy with the bike, how I'm performing now also with it. So I have good results with it, uphill finish. So it's a nice bike. It's all round.
Yeah, I was just going to say that it's an all-round win-win situation, isn't it? That for you, you're able to perform on the climbs. You've also been winning bunch sprints as well within the team as well. So Already had good results before actually anyone knew it was a sort of a new bike coming onto the market. As a professional cyclist then, racing for Liv Racing, how much input have you had into the development of the bike, or also being able to give feedback as well?
Yeah, I think we had a lot from the other bikes also that we will like have the stiffer, and we're really happy with the brakes. Yeah, that gives a lot of conform to us, and also in the downhill that you can brake also in the rain. It feels really confident, and they work good in this to make this. So we're happy with that.
Wonderful. And you've been racing on a Liv Racing, a Liv bike for 3 years. You've been in that team. How has the bike changed, and racing at the highest level in professional cycling? How important is it to have a bike which is good all round? It's a good in the performance, in the spring classics, on the cobbles, the climbing, also descents as well.
Yeah, it's good that it's an all-round bike. Also for we have different kind of riders in our team, and like Lotte Kopecky, yeah, it's really fast bike for her and stiff, and for me the climbing, and yeah, it's nice that it's all-round bike and then made it like this.
Right. Well, I was going to say, Paulinea, you're in a training camp, altitude training camp. So what's the next goal? What's the next race coming up? What's the next aim?
I'm looking forward to La Course. That's why I choose to do an attitude training for the first time to make a next step, and also the Giro Rosa. I will really want to win a stage, and I want to do a good GC, and I'm looking really forward for these kind of races. Yeah.
Well, Paulinea, Jen, thank you so much for your insight today. If anyone watching would like to find out more information about the new Liv Langma, you can head to their social channels or head to liv-cycling.com to find out more information. And on there, you can find on the store locator your nearest dealership to get more information. From me, Hannah Walker at Voxwomen, thanks for watching. Bye for now.